Donald Trump speaking about Iran. This is the crux of and the core of the evil around the world. It's coming to the end. On the flip side of what he says, I'd like to share a thought about what it means that we're coming to the end.
But then that's going to be the next thing you'll be talking about is Iran. What's going to happen with Iran? And there'll be some interesting days ahead. That's all I can tell you. You know, we're down to final strokes with Iran. That's going to be an interesting time. And we'll see what happens. But we're down to the final moments. We're at final moments. Can't let them have a nuclear weapon. I think that I would have had a deal within 1 month after the rigged election of 2020. They were all set to make a deal. And then when I lost, they saw this person who's a stupid person, very stupid person. And they said, let's not make a deal. And they were right. He took the sanctions off. They became rich under Biden. They went from having no money to having $300 billion. All in a short period. It's oil. Oil builds up fast. It's a nice living if you have a nice oil well. And they do. They have a lot of nice oil wells, right? So anyway, it's going to be a big thing. It's an interesting time in the history of the world, but we have a situation with Iran that something's going to happen very soon, very, very soon. You'll be talking about that pretty soon, I guess, and hopefully we can have a peace deal. You know, I'm not speaking out of strength or weakness. I'm just saying I'd rather see a peace deal than the other, but the other will solve the problem.
Firstly, just a suggestion, President Trump, don't speak about anybody and call them stupid. Yes, was it stupid what was done? I agree. Yeah, they were at their knees almost. I agree. But you know what? You're better than that. Don't speak that way, first of all. Secondly, I like the idea that you say a peace deal, because you'd rather have that than, anything that would be harsh, negative, and maybe destructive to a people. That's also good. But I like to pick up on your words, final moments, interesting times in the history of the world. I agree with you totally with that. And just that we should be aware, we are. But I want to speak about that from a spiritual point of view, from a Torah perspective. One of the gifts that we Jewish people gave to humanity is that time isn't merely cyclical. When you look at the world around us in nature, a day is a 24-hour cycle, a week is 7 days, a month is 28 days, the moon cycle is 28 days, 11 hours, and 45 minutes approximately. A year, the sun cycle is 365 and a quarter days, right? And it all comes back to, square one, and we start over again, whether it's the day, the week, the month, or the year. And it seems like we're going in circles, quickly, nowhere. So the Greek philosopher said, well, as a result, let's eat, drink, and be merry, because there is no point in anything. But Judaism teaches no. Life and the world that God created had a beginning. It has a middle. It has an end game, an end goal. And the end goal is the times of Mashiach, a Messianic era, a time of no more war and no more greed and no more famine in the world. And that's where we're headed to, even though sometimes you look and watch the news and you think the opposite. The world is getting crazier. Actually, on one level it is, but if you look deeper into what's actually happening, we're moving in that direction. We're not going cyclical. We're going spiral higher and higher. And we're coming to the point. Yes, interesting times. We're coming to that point. The final moments. I agree. Let's get together in those final moments and work together with goodness and kindness, with another mitzvah, another good deed of God Almighty that He empowers us to do. And if we do that, we join together in the spiritual realm to bring that down into the physical realm, the presence of God and a world of good.